Greetings, good people. What's happening? My name is Dr. Clarence and welcome back to TVCN Live, where we get to give you all the hottest and top trending topics. Is this game over for President Emmerson Mnangagwa, as we are seeing Comrade Blessed Bombshell Geza announcing a 1 million man march? What happens next in the nation of Zimbabwe? We're seeing other headlines that are trending. One reads, Mutsvangwa escalate fight with Chiwenga. What happened there, ladies and gentlemen? What has Mutsvangwa done following all the developments that we're seeing happening in the nation of Zimbabwe? Then we see strange one, 5 MPs in horror crash. Who are these members of parliament, and is this associated in any way with the upcoming ZANU PF conference said to be happening in Manicaland? Then we see this Chiwenga camp flexes muscles. What is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe? We're going to be covering all that and more right here on TV7 Live. In the meantime, before we proceed with this video, I'd like to ask you for one favor. Make sure you click the like button and subscribe to TV7 Live if you have not yet already done so, that you never miss any of our videos, because we make videos each and every day. To those who are watching us live, you can write your comments in the top chat or in the super chat. That's how I can get to see your names, so I can give you my shout out. So earlier on today, we saw this. That's what we saw earlier on today. Yes, is the blessed Bombshell Geza coming there strong and bold. ZANU PF spokesperson Christopher Mnangagwa has escalated internal party tensions, targeting what he called self-serving ambition in a clear jab at Vice President Chiwenga. This comes as factional struggles intensify over President Emmerson Mnangagwa's push to extend leadership to 2030. Next week's ZANU PF annual conference in Mutare is expected to solidify Mnangagwa's grip on the party, sidelining Chiwenga's succession hopes. This move follows last year's contentious decision to bypass the 2-term constitutional limit, deepening rifts within the political party of insiders report heightened factional clashes, with Chiwenga allegedly presiding a dossier accusing Mnangagwa allies of corruption during a heated Politburo meeting last month. In response, Mutsvangwa, a firm Mnangagwa supporter, insisted the party is united behind the party president. Mutsvangwa ati aiwa batoredu isusu rakabatana uye takamira na Mnangagwa, uye tikumirira Mnangagwa, uye tikuendera mberi ne donzo redu rekuti Mnangagwa vawedzere temu yavo kusvika mana 2030. Now the party structures and members are content with his leadership. That is Mutsvangwa quote directly by the Zimbabwe Independent, and he continues to say they are firmly resolved to back him until 2030, dismissing self-centered, what he calls self-centered ambitions. Analysts see Mutsvangwa's remarks as a direct attack on Chiwenga's faction, which is quietly rallying support ahead of the 2027 Congress. Mutsvangwa claimed the Mutare Conference, set for October 18 at Mutare Political Pavilion grounds with 4,000 delegates, will showcase unity and silence factional noise amplified by social media and opposition. ZANU PF Information Director Farai Marapira dismissed the succession talk, stating succession is for Congress, not for this conference. We are focused on the 2023 mandate, while Mutsvangwa's camp frames the 2030 agenda as part of his economic vision. Critics see this tactic as a tactic to marginalize Chiwenga and cement Mnangagwa's dominance. Mutsvangwa's sharp rhetoric signals an ongoing power struggle despite efforts to project unity at the upcoming. It is said that President Emmerson Mnangagwa faces potential embarrassment at ZANU PF upcoming annual conference in Mutare, scheduled for October 3 to 18, as factionalism and discontent intensify within the ruling party. According to ZIM-I, a group of disgruntled ZANU PF officials is reportedly planning to disrupt the event in protest of efforts to extend Mnangagwa's presidency beyond the constitutional two-term limit. Do we see a thing like this happening in our Zimbabwe, ladies and gentlemen? Zvinoitika here muZimbabwe zvikutaurwa apa kuti kune vangango disruptor kwaMutare. In Zimbabwe, where we are right now, the situation payave wongo, anything is possible. Tensions escalated when ZANU PF Women's League leader Mebo Shinomora, a Politburo member, issued a stern warning against spoilers during a Women's League event in Makoni West. Visibly frustrated, she urged party members not to undermine the conference, threatening to suspend those spreading falsehoods. Remember, when Mnangagwa gets into power, Mebo Shinomora is the first vice president before Mnangagwa-Chiwenga. She becomes a vice president for a short while, and right now in parliament she leads the Senate. She is the president of Senate with enough power, same power as Jacob Mudenda, or can I say shared power na Jacob Mudenda. Mebo Shinomona ane simba rakafanana na Jacob Mudenda. Now Jacob Mudenda is not somebody to undermine in the ruling party of ZANU PF. We saw kuti during the coup, ndiye angari Speaker of Parliament pushing for the impeachment of President Emmerson Mnangagwa. So let's speculate that these guys wakaita agreements to share power afterwards. This would mean that Jacob Mudenda is not somebody to be undermined, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at the same event, Information Minister Jennifer Muswere and ICT Minister Tetenda Matera, both Mnangagwa allies, expressed support for the president. Muswere avoided the succession debate, focusing on empowerment initiatives, while Matera, leader of Young Women for ED, openly begged Mnangagwa until 2030. What we up when we are quoting these leaders as they are speaking, the push for ED 2030 is their own personal push, as we are seeing younger leaders who don't want to be involved in controversial issues like Jennifer Muswere. They talk of development. They don't talk of the 2030 agenda. Remember what would happen during Mugabe's era. Those interested in remaining in power, or those who think that they are closer to President Emmerson Mnangagwa, would want for him to remain in power. So I'm not suggesting that this call is not Mnangagwa's personal ambition or not, but we're analyzing things as they are, ladies and gentlemen. Another story, we see this 5 members of parliament in a horror crash. What happened there? Before we go there, let us just check out the venue that ZANU PF conference is said to be held. Now, we see a reporter by ZIM-I saying that this venue so far is cost 9 million. I don't know how it is cost 9 million, but 9 million is a lot of money. We see this here, right, written, at a time civil servants remain underpaid. ZANU PF has poured 9 million into Mutare City Council for its conference to develop roads and other infrastructure. The below is the site for the conference. It Is this development worth $9 million of parliament in a horror crash? 5. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 members of parliament. Is this in any way in connection with the program happening in Manicaland? There, what happened there? Let us dig in deep to find out what happened. 5 members of parliament in a horror crash. A devastating road accident plunged Zimbabwe's legislative body into mourning on Friday morning when a vehicle carrying 5 members of parliament from Matabeleland region collided with an elephant on Bulawayo to Gweru Highway. The crash claimed the life of one MP immediately and sent 4 others to the hospital with serious injuries. The victim, identified as Kulumani MP Honorable Desire Moyo, succumbed on impact following the violent collision with in pre-dawn hours, known affectionately as Moyoxide. The opposition Citizen Coalition for Change lawmaker was an acclaimed poet, educator and advocate for art and culture in Bulawayo. Eyewitness accounts and initial investigations indicate that the group was en route together when the incident unfolded near the Shangani area, a hotspot for wildlife crossings. The force of the impact wrecked the truck, reportedly a Toyota Hilux, beyond recognition, according to a fellow MP, Decent Bajila, who spoke with survivors. The elephant, startled by the rear end strike, charged back at the vehicle, exacerbating the damage, trapping the occupants inside. The area is notorious for elephant migrations from northwestern reserves, underscoring ongoing risks in these routes. Now, the surviving MPs, all hospitalized for urgent care, include Matobo's Honorable Madala Boy in Debele, Bulawayo Senator Rita Ndlovu, Toloso North Honorable Libion Sibanda, and Matabeleland North Proportional Representative Honorable Setulo Ngube. Nkai South MP Honorable Jabula, potentially the 5th member of the group, remains unconfirmed in the reports. Tributes poured in swiftly, with Bulawayo Mayor David Coulthard describing Moyo as an iconic leader who championed creative industries. Colleague Caston Mateo echoed this, calling him one of the hardest working MPs in Parliament. The Nkulumani constituency issued a statement of deep sorrow and profound shock, vowing to honor his legacy. This tragedy amplifies calls for enhanced highway barriers, wildlife deterrence, and safer travel protocols for public officials amid Zimbabwe's high elephant population and frequent rural collisions. Investigations by authorities are underway, with Zimbabwe Republic Police urging drivers to exercise caution in game corridors. Speaking recently at an event in Hwange, speaking to the residents of Hwange, saying, you create your own opportunities here, and we as the government, we will support you. He was referring to the co-producers of Hwange, saying, come together and fix the railway. So during the colonial era, makambani evarungu ndio aivaka road nima railway lines. But now in Zimbabwe, where we are right now, what is happening? Absolutely nothing is happening. My indigenous achona anengaripo, I don't know what are their priorities, fellow Zimbabweans. Ladies and gentlemen, all over X.com we're seeing more and more support coming in for Vice President Mnangagwa-Chiwenga, as we're seeing his continued rise in popularity. So we're just gonna go through. Some of the exports supporting Zimbabwe Vice President Constitutional Chiwenga, just to have an idea of the general public consensus. What are the people saying about the Vice President Constantino Chiwenga? Big up to everybody who's watching us live right now. Those watching us live, you can write your comments in the top chat or in the super chat. That's how I can get to see your names, so I can give you a shout out. So we see another one. To the miners, you are the custodian of our mineral wealth. Handle it with integrity. It is not yours. It is for the people. It's for the land of Zimbabwe, future generations. Those are some of the words coming here. We see another post. Respect our general CGD and Chiwenga. His sacrifices gave you freedom, peace, and stability you enjoy today. Don't forget the price he paid for the prosperity. Show gratitude, not disrespect. So we see more and more support there. Controversial Temba Malisco this afternoon went ballistic to mock General Chiwenga supporters, saying they are only on social media and they have no meaningful contribution to ZANU PF business. I think that's a post there by Temba Malisco posting from South Africa. Another one. Good afternoon Zimbabwe, viva Chiwenga, viva Taneta na Idines Gananda zake. Another one posts these images. Look yapiwa Chigananda General Chiwenga iyo kucha manyiwa nai. Okay. Let me just zoom in there to find out what's the look there. Oh, hey, there we have it. Showing on the screen there. All right. So we're seeing massive support there on social media. And VP Chiwenga is still the most popular person. Another one, right? The day General Chiwenga is declared president, Zimbabwe will be united as one. That's another post there coming. This is Sarajevo issue. Chiwenga Geza must usher a signal very soonest. Nick Mangwana shocks Zimbabwe, says VP Chiwenga has no voice. Let us finish this debate. Retweet VP Chiwenga left EDC. So we see fellow Zimbabweans making a post there. Then now one writes, I'm a full-time opposition member and I will never be ZANU PF. But since ZANU PF itself has declared that Iwongwe Inokwana Munu Wese, I am temporarily vesting my unconditional support in Vice President Constitutional Chiwenga, not for partisan gain, but for the greater goal of Zimbabwe. Fellow Zimbabweans, Friday 17 October, it is our moment to choose to save our country from possible capture into a dynasty, which Mnangagwa is working on with his 2030 agenda. Let us rise in our numbers and push out Mnangagwa and his captured ZANU PF regime. This is our only chance to stop 2030 agenda that is built on deceit, repression, especially since no meaningful electoral reforms exist to guarantee a fair 2028. To General Chiwenga and to all patriots within the system who are still honest and call of a united Zimbabwe or for a united Zimbabwe, we appeal to you, do not repeat the mistakes of 2018. When the moment comes, choose to unite the nation and form an inclusive government that goes beyond ZANU PF lines. Your recent marriage with Colonel Mimi Baloyi Chiwenga stands as a symbol of unity that transcends tribal boundaries, Shona and Ndebele, north and south. Let that same spirit guide to the rebirth of our nation. So, in Zimbabwe, what happens next, ladies and gentlemen? Is this march that is called for by Blessed Bombshell Geza going to be a success? Only time will tell what happens next. Personally, I'll be there at the march they called for by Blessed Bombshell Geza. Obviously, giving you coverages. All right, guys, fellow Zimbabweans, that was it for now. Those interested in getting instant loans, no paperwork, no collateral, no stress, apply straight from your mobile phone and get instant approval. Money sent to your EcoCash within minutes. Whether it's emergencies, bills, or a quick boost, ZimLoan has got you covered. Now, to get these loans, alright, so those who are watching us live, thank you, guys. Just click the like button and subscribe if you have not yet already done so. Just click the like button and subscribe. To those in need of cash fast, get instant loan with ZimLoan. No paperwork, no collateral, no stress. Apply straight from your mobile phone and get instant approval. Money sent directly to your EcoCash in minutes. Whether it's for emergencies, bills, or a quick boost, ZimLoan has got you covered. To get your loan, click the link in the description box below.